Hello, mathematicians. Our ICANN statement today is I can find the areas of circles. So last time we looked at circumference of a circle, and we know that the circumference is about 3.14, or pi, times the diameter, and the diameter is the distance across. Area, we're going to look at the space in between. Okay, so remember, a circle is a shape made by drawing a curve that is always the same distance from the center. The radius is the distance from the center to any point. The diameter is the distance straight across the circle through the center. And the circumference is the distance around the circle, kind of like the perimeter, the distance around. Today we want to know the space inside, the square units that cover the entire inner circle. Remember that the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter is represented by the Greek letter pi, and pi is a non-terminating decimal. So for our purposes, we're going to shorten it or use an approximation and say that pi is approximately 3.14, or the fraction 22 over 7. Okay, so that means the diameter takes 3.14 of these diameters to make it around this entire circle, or the circumference. So finding the area of a circle, we want to find the number of square units on the inside. So I've gridded this one out so we can see square units. The formula for finding the area of a, this should say A, sorry, the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Now, square units is what we're trying to figure out, okay, because square would be 1 unit times 1 unit, that's squared, okay? And we're trying to figure out how many of these square units are in the center. So when you think about it, the radius goes all the way around the circle. And the circle is 3.14. 3.14 around times the diameter. So they're saying if you take the circumference, which is kind of like in our quadrilateral or trapezoid, the base, and we times it by the radius, which is kind of like the height, but we're going to square it because we're trying to find square units, we will get the area of a circle. Because that's like taking the radius 3.14 times around, going all the way around, or not times around, but 3.14 for the circumference, and timesing it by the radius squared to get the square units on the inside. So let's say that we have 7 units across. So if I count, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units across. 7 units, okay? Which means 7 units squared if we look at square units, okay? Let's say this is 7 feet across. So the radius is 7 feet, and it's not squared yet, 7 feet. So we're going to plug in our formula. Area equals pi times our radius squared. Always start by writing your formula first, then plug in your numbers. Area equals pi is 3.14 times our radius squared, and our radius is 7 squared. Remember, 7 squared is 7 times 7, not 7 times 2, okay? So area equals 3.14, 7 squared, 7 times 7 is 49. So 3.14 times 49. Area equals, let's plug it in our calculator, 3.14 times 49. And the area of this circle is 153.86 feet, or square feet, okay? Again, we're going to square it because we're looking at square units. Now, if we added all of these up, we should get about 153.86 square feet. My squares aren't perfect in the grid, but we should get pretty close. So this formula helps us to do that. Let's do another example. We have the area of a circle, and we have to find area, oops, this should say an A again. Area is pi r squared, and they've given us the diameter, 42 meters. Well, I don't have a formula to use diameter, I need the radius. Well, the radius is half the diameter, right? So half of 42 is 21, right? Because 21 plus 21 gives me 42. So now my radius is 21. Be careful on that with practice problems. Sometimes it gives you the diameter, which means you've got to cut it in half to get the radius before you can use the formula. And sometimes you look out and it gives you the radius. So write our formula. Area equals pi times the radius squared. Now plug in our numbers. Area equals 3.14, or you could use the fraction 22 over 7, times our radius, which is 21 squared. Area equals 3.14. 21 times 21, not 21 times 2. 1, 2, 0, 2, 4, 1, 4, 4. is 441. Okay, so then we can figure it out using our calculadora. Area equals 3.14 times 441, and we have an area of 1,384 and 74 hundredths, and our label is in meters, square meters. All right, so as long as you follow the formula pi r squared, you will get the area of a circle. That's all I have for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to fill out the Google form. Thanks for watching.